guys, Graham here with another Quarantine Quiet Time. Thank you guys for tuning in today. Hope you guys are liking the videos. If you're not, you're probably not watching at this point anymore. You just scrolled on. So if you are, thanks for watching. I'm glad you guys are liking them. Don't forget to submit questions if you have them. Today we're going to be in the Old Testament again, and we're going to look at a book called Proverbs. And Proverbs is unlike any other book in the Bible. It's unlike most books that you've ever read. Because it's actually just like a grouping of these small, short sayings, these basically pieces of wisdom that would be passed on from generation to generation. And the idea behind Proverbs was, hey, we have learned these things as a culture, as a Israelite culture, and we've come to understand that if you do these things or don't do these things, you will probably live a successful life. Now, it's not like surefire, hey, do these things and you'll be rich and famous and beautiful. But for the most part, if you do these things, your life will be good, your life will be successful. And so it's just these little chunks. Literally, most of them are 2 sentences long. And a lot of people just like to read 1 or 2 a day. It's a really great way to get a little more wisdom in your life. And I'm going to read one from chapter 15, verse 30 through 32. And here's what it says. It says, "A cheerful look brings joy to the heart, and good news gives health to the bones. He who listens to a life-giving rebuke will be at home among the wise. He who ignores discipline despises himself, but whoever heeds correction gains understanding. The fear of the Lord teaches a man wisdom, and humility comes before honor." So here we start with, a cheerful look brings joy to the heart, and good news gives health to the bones. So it's setting you up, and it's saying, hey, see, like you could read these one at a time, but we're going to kind of put them together. So good news brings health to the bones is how he starts out. He's saying, hey, do you want to be healthy? You need good news. And then he goes on to say, he who listens to a life-giving rebuke, and a rebuke is a way of like correction. Like if I told my kids, hey, don't do it that way. Hey, don't ride your bike without your helmet. In one way, I'm rebuking them. Again, it's not a term we use very often today. But they're saying, hey, if you want to give health to your bones, listen to rebuking. Listen to wise people. The next sentence says, he who listens to a life-giving rebuke will be at home among the wise. He who ignores discipline despises himself. Saying, hey, if you're somebody who can't take discipline, if you're somebody who can't take rebuke, that's you. You're hurting yourself. You're not hurting anybody else. This was me in middle school for sure, where teachers would give me advice or try to help me out, and all I had was smart aleck comments for them. And really, I thought I was being funny and a smart aleck, and all the kids would, kind of giggle and stuff like that. And here, I'm the funny one, and you're just this silly teacher, yada, yada. But the reality is, I'm the one who was hurting myself. It didn't affect the teacher at all. They were trying to help me. And here, I'm just throwing it back in their face. He who ignores discipline despises himself, but whoever heeds, or will take correction, gains understanding. And lastly, the fear of the Lord, which the Old Testament uses that term a lot, the fear of the Lord. In reality, probably a better translation is like the reverence for the Lord, realizing who God is in his position as God, and accepting that, following him and saying, you're God, I'm not. That's kind of what they mean when they say fear of the Lord. But the fear of the Lord teaches a man wisdom, and humility comes before honor. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't really like criticism. I don't really care for it. I don't get all warm and fuzzy inside when somebody says, Graham, you should do this differently, or Graham, you didn't do that correctly. I don't particularly love that. And this is what he's saying in this last verse, in verse 33. The fear of the Lord teaches a man wisdom, but humility comes before honor. Nobody wants to be humbled. Nobody wants to be made fun of or torn down or anything like that. But if you want honor, if you want health in your bones, if you want to truly be great, you have to be torn down first. You have to be torn down. You have to take correction in order to grow stronger. So, hope you guys like the book of Proverbs. Again, you can just read them like 2 chunks, 2 little sentences at a time, and they're really, really great. Maybe like good bathroom reading even. Anyways, thank you guys for tuning in. Hope you have a great weekend. If it really is the weekend, I don't even know what day it is. Peace out.